In the previous class, we talked about the remainder. We just discussed the remainder theorem a little bit, like the actual remainder theorem. And so what it says, I'll just tell you what it says. The remainder theorem says that if you have a polynomial p of x, okay, and you are dividing it with another polynomial, basically a linear polynomial. Hamna, can you give me an example of a linear polynomial? Mridula, can you give me an example of a linear polynomial? Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, what do you understand by a linear polynomial? Okay, do you remember what a linear polynomial is? Yes or no?
No, ma'am.
Okay, then say so, all right? Because then we'll just be waiting for a response and we'll just be wasting our time there. So if you are not sure about something, just let me know. Okay, so Hamna and Mridula, linear polynomial, a linear polynomial is basically a polynomial in which the degree of this polynomial is 1. Okay, we already talked about it, but just to remind you guys, the degree should be 1. So where the degree is 1, that is called a linear polynomial. And what is degree? Okay, so if I have something like, if I have
Ma'am,
x
power.
square minus, degree and power are different. Just a second, I will explain how. So x square minus x plus 1, if this is a polynomial. Another polynomial is x minus 2 plus x cube. Another is 2 minus x square. Another is x, let's say 4x. And another is x plus 1. Or let's say x plus, I don't know, 7. Okay. So, Mridula, how is power different from degree? Hamna, do you know how is power different from degree? What is the difference between the term power and the term degree? Yeah. Do you know? So if you don't know, just say, no, ma'am, I don't know. And it's totally okay if you don't know something. Yes, I'm waiting for a response. All right. So Mridula has responded, Hamna hasn't. Anyway, we'll just continue. So just look here carefully. When we say power, when we're talking about this polynomial, we will not talk about the power of the polynomial. It doesn't make sense because there's no such thing as the power of the polynomial. If you talk about the individual terms, right? What is the power of this term? The power of this term. So the power basically means this. What is the exponent on that term? But when we're talking about the degree, we talk about the whole polynomial. And the degree of the polynomial means, again, I will write it down. Please, you can take note of this. Degree means the highest power in that polynomial. Okay, so over here in the first one, x square minus x plus 1, this has how many terms?
Ma'am, 3 terms.
What is the power of each term?
Ma'am, x square is ma'am 2. Ma'am, minus x 1 and plus 1 1.
No. What is the power of this term?
Ma'am, 1.
Ma'am, 0.
Yes, it's 0. Mridula, you are saying that the power of this term minus x is also 1. So we have x square All right, I'm just gonna write down the three terms of this: x square minus x and 1. So let's just talk about the power of each term. So you're right, this the power of this is 2 and the power of this is 1, right? Because over here it's x to the power 1, but over here it is x to the power what? What is it? X to the power
Ma'am, 0.
0, right? That's why the power of this is 0, right? So just notice that you said the power of this is also 1 and this is also 1, but they are two very different things, because over here we have x and over here we don't have x. So when you don't have x, the power of that thing, that term will be 0. So now what is, when we take a look at, just a sec. So yeah, when we take a look at this, the first polynomial, this polynomial, what is the degree of this polynomial? Remember, degree is the highest power. What
Ma'am,
is the
2.
highest power from here? Yes. So the degree of this polynomial is 2. So the degree of this polynomial is 2. What is the degree of the second polynomial, Hamna?
Ma'am, 3.
Yes, the degree of this is 3. Over here, Mridula,
Ma'am, 2.
right. And what is the degree of this?
Ma'am, 1.
And Hamna, what is the degree of this?
Ma'am, 1.
Right. So linear polynomial is that polynomial whose degree is 1. Okay. So over here, which are the linear polynomials? This is a linear polynomial and this is a linear polynomial. Okay. All right. Okay. How about Mridula? How about 3 by 7x? Is this a linear polynomial?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, that's right. It's a linear polynomial. Okay. Now, so let's just come back to our remainder theorem. So our remainder theorem says that if you have a polynomial and we're going to call it anything, it can be any polynomial. It can have a degree 4. It can, by when I say it has a degree 4, it means it can be something like x to the power 4 minus 4x cubed, something like that, right? So it can be degree 4, it can be degree 5, or it can be any degree polynomial at all. So our polynomial p of x is a degree greater than 1, not 0, greater than 1, 1 or greater than 1 basically. And if we divide it with a linear polynomial, right? So our linear polynomial, we are saying that, okay, let's say it looks like x minus a. Okay. So we are saying that we have a polynomial p of x. It could be a 1 degree polynomial, a 2 degree polynomial, 3, 4, 5, and so on. Okay, so it is any polynomial p of x, and we are dividing it with another polynomial, which is a linear polynomial, x minus a. So when we divide this, we have seen previously in the previous class that when we divide it, we get something. So this is the dividend, right? And what is this known as, Hamna?
Divisor.
Very good. This is known as the divisor. So when we divide these, we're going to get something which is called the quotient, and we're going to get a remainder, right? That's what we saw in the previous lesson. So the remainder theorem says, it talks only about the remainder because it's the remainder theorem, right? So it doesn't talk about the quotient. The remainder theorem tells us that when you divide these two, the remainder, upon dividing these, the remainder is going to be equal to P of A. What does this mean? This means that if you take this polynomial, right, and in place of x, in place of the variable x, we just keep on putting the value of a everywhere, wherever x is there, right? So that is P of A. So this theorem is telling us that when you divide these, the remainder will be equal to P of A. Now we'll see how that works out. Don't get confused. There's nothing to worry about here. So let me just give you an example. So how about we take an example, x square minus 2x plus 1. Okay. and I'm going to divide it with x minus, let's say 1. Okay, x minus 1. So just take a look at this, x minus a and x minus 1. Can we compare these two? Yes. Can we compare them? Can we say that, okay, so p of x is equal to x square minus 2x plus 1. So my x minus a is the same as x minus 1. Can I say this?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So in that case, our a is equal to what? Look over here and look over here. A is equal to?
Ma'am, minus 1.
Hamna,
1.
what do you think? Yes, 1. Okay, so a is equal to 1. Now, what does the remainder theorem tell us? Now, if someone has to ask you that, okay, I'm giving you this polynomial and I have to divide it with this linear polynomial. Now, can you please tell me what will the remainder be when I do this division? Now, I don't care about the quotient, but what will the remainder be? So if that is the question, that is where the remainder theorem comes into use. So in that case, what does our remainder theorem tell us? That the remainder will be equal to, yes? Over here, look at this. It will be equal to, Hamna,
I'm not sure, ma'am. Remainder is equal to A.
remainder is equal to, take a look over here. What does this say?
Ma'am, 1.
No, remainder is going to be P of A. P of A. What is P? It is a polynomial. So remainder is going to be P of 1. Why 1? Because 1, our A is 1 over here, right? So what does P of 1 mean? Any idea, anyone? It could be right, you could be wrong. It's totally fine. Just unmute and answer. What does P of 1
Ma'am,
mean? Can you tell me what P
ma'am,
of 1 is?
ma'am,
Yes?
we put the value where A, ma'am, in place of A.
Okay. So can you tell me what is this going to be? Can you
Ma'am,
dictate so that I shall write it?
X minus 1.
Okay. All right. So Mridula, what is P of X over here in our case? What is P of X? Can you identify it? Yeah. Can you identify P of X?
No, ma'am, I don't know.
Hamna, what is P of X over here? Hamna, are you there?
Ma'am, x square minus 2x plus 1.
Right. Exactly. So I am having to ask you guys many times before you can actually respond. So it's x square minus 2x plus 1. This is our P of x, right? Now, Mridula, can you tell me what will our P of 1 be? What will our P of 1 be? Yes?
Ma'am, 1 square minus 2 into 1 plus 1.
Very good. Yes, that's right. So now let's just take this on a fresh page. So once again, our remainder theorem said that if we have a polynomial P of x, okay, I'm just going to write the definition and then we'll take the same example again. So P of x, and I'm going to divide it by x minus a, then the remainder that it gives me will be equal to the polynomial when I put a in place of x. When I put a in place of x, right? So basically you have, let's just take the same example again as the previous one, x square minus 2x plus 1, right? So my p of x is equal to x square minus 2x plus 1, and my a is 1. A is 1. So p of 1 is 1 square minus 2 into 1 plus 1. So this is my p of 1. And the remainder theorem says that this p of 1, this is going to be my remainder. This is going to be my remainder. When is this going to be my remainder? When my p of x is divided by x minus a, and my a was 1, right? When p of x is divided by x minus a, just take a look at it over here. And if at any point you feel that I'm going too fast, or if you feel that you didn't understand anything, you can just ask me to repeat, and I'll repeat it, okay? So x, this is the remainder when our polynomial p of x is divided by x minus 1. So now can someone just calculate this and tell me what will the remainder be? You can just calculate this.
0.
Yes, that's right. It's going to be 0. So does that, can you infer something about this polynomial x square minus 2x plus 1 and the polynomial x minus 1, this polynomial? Is there a relationship between them? Because the remainder is coming out to be 0. The remainder is coming out to be 0. So what does that mean about our, what can we say about these two polynomials, this and this?
Ma'am, it's a linear polynomial.
That's right. Okay, x minus 1 is a linear polynomial because its degree is 1. That's right. But can you tell me that after seeing the fact that, you know, after calculating the remainder through the remainder theorem and the remainder came out to be 0, what does that tell us about the two polynomials which we have divided with each other?
Ma'am, when we divide x minus 1 to the second polynomial, the remainder will be 0.
Yeah, the remainder will be 0. What does that mean? Does that mean something? Does it tell us something about them?
And x minus 1 is a factor of x square minus 2x plus 1.
Exactly. That's right. So we can say this in two ways. We can say that x minus 1 is a factor is a factor of x square minus 2x plus 1, or we can say the same thing in a different way. We can say x square minus 2x plus 1 is a multiple of x minus 1, right? Do you guys agree to this?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So just a sec. So where do we need the remainder theorem? I also hinted it just now when I was talking about the remainder theorem. I gave a hint. So which one of you will tell me what is the
Ma'am,
use of remainder theorem? Yeah. Yes, Mridula?
ma'am, to identify, ma'am, it's a factor or not.
That's one use. Okay. So to identify whether something is a factor or not, and how will we identify it, Hamna? If you are given two polynomials, one of them is a polynomial of any degree and the other one is a linear polynomial. So you're given two polynomials and you are asked to find out whether the first one is a multiple of the second one or not. And and you have to do it using the remainder theorem, then how will you find that? What will you do? Yes, Hamna? Hamna, are you there? Okay, Mridula, what will we do to find out whether it is a factor or not?
Ma'am, we will divide both the polynomials.
And then? Yes, Mridula, then? Okay, so if you don't know, just say so, all right? That's not a problem. So,
I don't know.
yeah, oh, okay, that's not a problem. So to find out whether x minus a is a factor of p of x, that's right, we will divide them. And if the remainder turns out to be 0, then that means yes, it is a factor. Okay, just now, like you said, Mridula, you said a while ago that we know that this is a factor because the remainder is 0. So if we want to know whether one of them is a factor of the other, then we have to divide them, and if the remainder comes out to be 0, then it's a factor. So that's the first thing, that's the first use of this. And the second use is, it's just simple. If you want to divide two things and you want to find out the remainder, you don't care about the quotient, right? So the quotient is not your concern. You just want to find what is the remainder. So to find the remainder, so instead of doing a whole long polynomial division, instead of doing that just to find out the remainder, a very easy way is to just use the remainder theorem, and that will give you the remainder. So we can take an example. All right, let me just take out my book. Give me a while. Any doubts you can ask?
No, ma'am, no doubts.
Okay, Hamna, all clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So let's take up a few questions. Just a minute. Okay. So our first question is, find the remainder when x cube plus 3, and I hope you're writing it down simultaneously. 3x squared plus 3x plus 1 is divided by, find out the remainder when this is divided by x minus, let's say x minus 2. Okay. So over here, Hamna, what is p of x?
Ma'am, x cube plus 3x square plus 3x plus
Yeah,
1.
very good. So this is our p of x. Okay. So our remainder theorem, what does it tell us? That when we divide these two, we don't know about the quotient, but we know one thing about the remainder, that remainder is going to be equal to, yes, Hamna, it is going to be equal to, yeah, it's going to be equal to p of what? Now that's the question. And remember, you have to compare this with, just a sec. You have to compare this with x minus a. You have to compare this with x minus a. So what is a first of all? Hamna, what is a in this case? Mridula, what is A in this case?
Ma'am, 2.
Yeah, that's right. So A is 2. So our remainder will be equal to P of 2. Now, what is P of 2? Who's going to tell me this quickly?
Ma'am, x cube plus 3. Ma'am, x cube plus 3.
What is P
2
of 2?
square plus 3
Once
into
again.
2 plus 1.
Yeah, just a sec. What is P of 2?
Ma'am, 2.
No, you were going right, but you just made a very slight mistake in the beginning. So let's start again. What is P of 2?
Ma'am, 2 cube
Yes.
plus 3, 2 square plus 3 into 2 plus 1.
Very good. Okay. So, and this is going to be what? So 2 cube is 8. And then 2 square is 4, 4 3 is 12. Plus, was there a minus somewhere? No. Plus 3 2 is a 6 plus 1. And what is this going to be? That's going to be 27, right? P of 2 is going to be 27. Is this right? Hamna, Mridula? Are my calculations correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so P of 2 is 27. Now, what is 27? Look at the whole question from beginning till the end and tell me 27 is what?
Ma'am, it's a remainder.
Very good. So when we do this division, right, even if you do this division in the long division method, you will find that this was the remainder. The remainder turns out to be 27. So, you know, if you sat down to, yes, Mridula, you'd like to say something?
Ma'am, by this method, ma'am, what is this method is known as?
This is what we are doing. This one is called the remainder theorem. Okay. This is called the remainder theorem. And once again, I will state the formal definition of the remainder theorem. The remainder theorem says that if you have a polynomial, yes.
Ma'am, when we put the value in x, ma'am, in these type of equation, ma'am, not by the long method, type, long division method.
Yeah.
Ma'am, but ma'am, what is the method is known as?
Okay, so you're asking that when we are putting the value of 2 in place of x and then finding the remainder in this way, instead of doing the long division, what is this method known as? That's what you're asking, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, that's what I'm telling you. This is the remainder theorem. Okay, and what we did in the previous class, we were doing that whole long division, remember? We were doing that whole long division thingy. That was just called the long division method, polynomial long division. It's called the polynomial long division. But this one, what we are doing today, let me just point that out to you. Yeah, just a sec. This one, this is known as the remainder theorem. Is that clear, Mridula? Or if there's still any doubt, then I'll be more than happy to address it.
No, ma'am, no, it's clear.
Okay, so Mridula, can you now state the remainder theorem formally? What does it say?
Ma'am, can you repeat?
Yeah, my question to you is, can you state the remainder theorem formally? What does the remainder theorem say?
Ma'am,
Yeah, just take a look at the highlighted part.
ma'am, it is a factor of the polynomial.
Okay, Mridula, you're a little bit, that's a little bit correct. But what I want you to do right now is just take a look.
Remainder is equal to polynomial of.
Okay, Mridula, can you just do me a favor? So just take a look at the part that I have highlighted in yellow, okay? And take the help of this highlighted part and then try to state the theorem formally. Hamna, would you like to give it a try? It's okay. You don't have to be like, you don't have to give a textbook definition or anything. Just give it a try. Yes, Hamna? Okay, Mridula? Yes? Anyone? Come on.
No,
I've
ma'am.
stated it quite a few times. Okay. All right. So now pay attention, okay? When we, I'll just write it again. So I'll just write it again so that it's, yeah. Okay. So the remainder theorem states that, and listen carefully, okay? If we have a polynomial p of x, if we have a polynomial p of x, and we are dividing it with another polynomial, we are dividing it with a linear polynomial x minus a, right? Because you see, whenever we have a linear polynomial, and even in our previous class, whatever divisions that we had performed, we saw that, if you recall, the polynomials, the divisor that we had, it was always of the form x minus 1, x plus 2, x minus something, right? So it is always of this form. And what is this form? You can say that it is of the form x minus a in general. That's a generalized form. So once again, remainder theorem states that if you have a polynomial, let's call it p of x, and we are dividing it with a linear polynomial x minus a, then the remainder on this division, the remainder is going to be the number that comes when you put a in place of x in the polynomial p of x. So the remainder, once again, the remainder is going to be p of a. Once again, I will state this. The remainder theorem says that if you have a polynomial p of x and you are dividing it with x minus a, then the remainder in that division will be p of a. Is it clear, Hamna, Mridula? Just confirm.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So I'm gonna like randomly ask you guys to state this theorem, and you'll have to do it. Okay. All right.
Ma'am,
So yes.
when we have a p of x and we divide by linear polynomial x minus a, the remainder will be p of a.
Very good. That's excellent, Mridula. That's great. Okay. Now let's do some more questions. Just a sec. I had saved some questions. Okay. So p of x is a polynomial. All right. So the question says that p of x is a polynomial, and we're going to give you some values of p of x. So here are some values of p of x at different points, at different values of x. So they're saying that p of minus 2 is 1. What does this mean, Hamna? When I say that p of minus 2 is 1, so I'm not telling you what p of x is yet. I am telling you that p of minus 2 is 1. So what does this mean? What is the meaning of this statement? Hamna, Mridula?
Ma'am, the statements means that p of minus 2 is equal to 1 and the remainder is 1.
Remainder when you're dividing it by what? Okay, Mridula, you're almost there. What I wanted to ask was, let me just make myself make my question clear over here. So what I was asking is, What do you mean by this statement? P of minus 2 is 1. That means, once again, that means that you have this P of x over here. And in your
And
polynomial P
minus
of
2
x,
is a.
just a sec. That's right, Mridula. But so in your polynomial P of x, if you replace every single x with minus 2, right? If you replace every single x with minus 2, then that polynomial is going to give you a value of 1. Okay, that's just what this means. Okay, so the English version of it is like a long sentence, and we have basically condensed it into a very short statement by saying this. Okay, that's what math does. It just condenses a lot of English statements into a short one. So P of minus 2 is 1. And if you replace x with another number, let's say minus 1, then you get the value of the polynomial becomes 3. If you replace x with 1, you get 0, like the polynomial becomes 0. And if you replace x with 2, then the polynomial gives you a value of 4. So now the question is asking you, what is the remainder? What is the remainder when this P of x, right, is divided by x minus 1. What is the remainder when this P of x is divided by x minus 1? Yes. Let's see who's got the brains here. You have to think a little bit.
Ma'am, 3.
Almost there, Hamna. Almost there. Okay, Hamna, can you just take a look at this and tell me in over here, what is A equal to?
Minus 1.
Okay, see, Hamna, we have,
No,
whenever we
ma'am,
talk
1.
about, yes. Why? Because we say that P of x is divided by x minus a, right? So this is where we make a mistake a lot of the times. So be careful about this, okay? So a is equal to 1. Yes, Hamna, now would you like to change your answer?
Ma'am, 0.
Very good. So the remainder is 0. Okay. Now another question from this. What will be the remainder when P of x is divided by x plus 2?
One.
That's right. The remainder will be 1. Hamna, I'm sorry, Mridula, did you understand this? If not, you can just feel free to ask.
Yes, ma'am.
You understood how we are getting this?
Ma'am, can you explain it?
Okay. So in the first case, when I asked, just a sec. So in the first case, when I asked, what will be the remainder when P of x is divided by x minus 1? So when we say x minus 1, Mridula, and you compare it with this x minus a, what is our a equal to in this case? In this case,
Ma'am, 1.
that's right. A is equal to 1. So the remainder will be what, Mridula? P of 1, right? Is that right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, right. So the remainder is going to be P of 1. And can you look over here and tell me what is P of 1 giving you?
Ma'am, 0.
Yeah, exactly. So that is how we got this 0 over here. Is that clear, Mridula?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now, Mridula, I have another question and this is for you. So what is the remainder when P of x is divided by x plus 1? Just use the same method that we have used. Ask yourself, first and foremost, Mridula, ask yourself, What is A equal to over here?
Ma'am, 0.
What is A equal to?
Ma'am, 1.
Okay, compare it with this. What is A equal to in this case?
Ma'am, remainder is 3.
Okay, I'm asking you what is A equal to?
Ma'am, -1.
Right. Okay, so A is -1. So you're right. P of -1 is 3. So the remainder is 3. So I hope this is clear to both of you. Now we'll move forward to the next question. Yeah. So, okay, how much time do we have remaining? Okay, so I have this polynomial. It is P of X is equal to X to the power 4 minus 3X squared plus Kx minus 2. Okay, and K is basically an unknown number. We don't know what it is. It could be anything. So they are giving you this polynomial, but you don't know the value of K. And now they're saying that when you divide this P of X, when P of X is divided by X minus 2, okay, then the remainder turns out to be 10. Okay, now they're asking you what is the value of K. So can someone tell me how should we go about this problem? Just take some time to think about it and then let me know.
Ma'am, value of A is 2.
Very good. That's the first thing that we need to do. So we have identified A. A is 2 in this case. Okay, next. Does this tell you something? Let's go back. Remember, remainder over here is 10. And according to our remainder theorem, remainder is equal to what?
Ma'am, P of A.
P of A. P of A. So remember that, P of A. And here we are. So remainder is equal to P of A. So this is equal to P of A. And what is A?
Ma'am, 2.
That's right. So just a sec. So our A is equal to 2. So that means that remainder, which is 10, is equal to P of 2. So now we can connect these two things. Now we are saying that my P of 2 is equal to 10. Okay. Now can you connect this P of 2 with P of X? Can you in P of X, can you put the value of X as 2? That will become P of 2, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So can we do this? Come on, let's try. So I am just taking a look at this. P of, instead of X, I'm going to put 2. Why I'm going to put 2? Because, well, I have P of 2. I know the value of P of 2. That's why I'm replacing X with 2 everywhere. So this becomes 2 to the power 4 minus 3, 2 squared plus, and now we don't know the value of K. So that's as it is, multiplied by 2 minus 2. Okay. What is 2 to the power 4, Hamna? Okay, Mridula, what is 2 to the power 4?
Ma'am, 16.
16. Okay. And further?
Ma'am, 3 into 4.
Right. Then?
Ma'am, plus 2K.
Yes.
Minus 2.
Minus 2. Very good. So this is 16 minus 12 and plus 2k minus 2. So 16 minus 12 minus 2 is basically 16 minus 12 is 4, right? And 4 minus 2 is 2. So I'm just going to replace this whole thing with 2, right? This and this. So this is 2 plus 2k. Now we have reached till here. Basically what we're saying is P of 2 is equal to this. But then we also know that P of 2 is equal to something else. What is P of 2 equal to?
10.
10, exactly. So we are saying that, let me just draw a line. We are saying that this is equal to 10. So 2 plus 2k is equal to 10. Now can you tell me the value of k? Find out the value of k quickly. Okay, so what we're going to do first is we're going to take 2 as common.
Ma'am,
Right?
4.
Very good. Yes, that's 4. So we can take 2 as common. This becomes 2, 1 plus k is equal to 10. So this gets cancelled. So we have 1 plus k is equal to 5. So that means k is equal to 4. Hamna, is this clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right. So I'm just gonna search for more questions. Just give me a second. Searching for the PDF. Um, just give me a minute. Okay, there we are. Just gonna do a share. Okay. So in the previous lesson, I think we had completed it till 10th. Am I right? Had we completed the 10th one? Do you guys remember?
Yes,
I
ma'am.
think we had, yeah. Okay, so now let's do the 11th one. If x to the power 51 plus 51 is divided by x plus 1, the remainder is what? So can anyone tell me what do I have to, what method, what approach should I have? What's the
Ma'am,
first thing what we need to do?
Ma'am, A is equal to 1.
No, a is not equal to 1. Take a look again.
Ma'am,
As
A
I
is equal to
said,
-1.
yes. Mridula, do you see why? Because we have
Yes,
to
ma'am.
always compare it with x minus 1, right? Sorry, x minus a. So over here, a is -1. So let me just, okay. Now we know a is -1. What is p of x?
Ma'am, -1.
P of x. P of x. What is a polynomial p of x?
Ma'am, x
Ma'am,
raised to the power 51 plus 51.
That's right. Okay. So I'm just going to write it down in my whiteboard. So we have x to the power 51 plus 51. This is my p of x. P of x. Okay. Just a sec. This is very messy. P of x is equal to x to the power 51 plus 51. And my monomial was x plus 1. So from here we are saying that my a is equal to -1, right? I think it was +1, right? Yeah. Now we have to find out the remainder. So who's going to tell me? Remainder will be equal to P of,
Ma'am, A.
and that is,
Ma'am, -1.
right. So remainder will be equal to P of -1. And what is P of -1? Come on, who's going to tell me that? Yes, yes.
Ma'am, P of X.
What is P of minus 1?
आंसर निकाल
Ma'am,
Hamna, can you tell me? Hamna, are you there? What is P of minus 1? Come on, this is very easy. We've been doing this all along. Just think a little bit.
Ma'am, -1
Yes,
raised to the power 51
very good. Then
plus 51.
that's right. Okay, thank you, Hamna. So now, Hamna, what is this going to be? What is this part going to be? Any idea? Anyone?
no, ma'am, no ideas.
Okay, Hamna, would you like to try? It's okay, just have fun and try it. Nothing's gonna happen if you give a wrong answer even. Okay, so this is something that we do, which is kind of interesting. See, if I have -1 to the power of 1, what is this equal to?
Ma'am, -1.
-1. Okay, let me just use another color for this. Okay. If I have, or just give me a second. Okay, if I have -1, one more second. Yeah, so if I have -1 to the power of 2, what is this equal to?
Ma'am, 1.
1. Very good. This is equal to +1. If I have -1 to the power of 3, what is that equal to?
Ma'am, -1.
-1. So, Hamna, what is -1 to the power of 4? Hamna, what is -1 to the power of 4? See, what you have to do for this is you take -1 and multiply it 4 times, right? So -1 into -1 is 1, right? Because negative into negative is positive. And -1 into -1, this one again is 1. So 1 into 1 is what? It is 1. So now, Hamna, can you tell me -1 to the power 4 is what? Mridula?
Ma'am, 1.
Yes, +1, that's right. And Hamna, what is -1 to the power of 5? Yes, it is again -1, right? So are you seeing a pattern here, Hamna? Can you tell me what the pattern is?
Ma'am,
Yes,
when the -1 is multiplied by a odd number, it
yes,
gives -1, and when it is multiplied by a even number, it gives +1.
very good. That's right. Except that there's a slight problem in the words that you used. When -1 isn't multiplied with an odd number, it is raised to the power of an odd number, right? Is that what you meant, Hamna?
Yeah, ma'am.
Yeah. So when it is raised to the power of an odd number, when over here this is an odd number, the exponent is an odd number, then we get minus. And when it is raised to the exponent of an even number, the exponent is even, then it is +1. So now can you tell me, what is this going to be?
Ma'am, -1.
That's right, because 51 is an odd number. So we have -1, and then this over here is +51. So what do we have? What is
Ma'am,
our
50.
P of 1? P of minus
50.
That's right. This is 50. So what is the remainder when you do this division?
Ma'am, 50.
That's right. Hamna, is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Good. Remainder turns out to be 50. Okay. Let's go back to our question and we can see that the option is D. Okay. Let's do the 12th one and then y'all can go home. I mean, you're at home, but like we can end the meeting. So if x plus 1 is a factor of the polynomial this, then the value of k is what? So how are you going to do this? What's the first step?
Ma'am, A is -1.
Very good. A is -1. Hamna, can you tell us the next step?
Ma'am, P of
Yes.
A is P of -1, and then
Very
the
good.
P of -1 is
Hmm.
2
Yeah, you're almost there.
bracket
Yes.
-1.
Okay. You're right. So let's just write this down. Okay. So let me just open the page. Where am I? Okay. So first of all, what is my p of x? P of x is equal to, yes, Hamna, p of x is okay. And as you guys said, let me just do it like this. So we can from here we can say that a is equal to -1 as Mridula said. Then that means the remainder is going to be equal to p of -1. And Hamna was giving us the value of p of -1. She said that p of -1 will be. Hamna, would you like to continue or shall I write it? Just continue. Just start dictating and I will write it. Okay. So, all right. So -1 squared and plus k. And instead of x, again, I put -1. So this is my p of -1. Okay. Now, would anyone like to solve this further?
Ma'am, -1 square is 1. So we multiply 2 into 1. It's 2 into 1. And
Yes.
plus, ma'am, no, ma'am. Ma'am, plus -1k.
Right. So plus -1k means minus k, right? Can I write minus k?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So we are saying that p of -1 is 2 minus k. Now, just take a look at the question again. So over here, we know that p of -1 is 2 minus k, but we don't know the remainder. Do we know the remainder? We need to find out the value of k, right? The question is asking us what is the value of k. So for that, we need to know the remainder. Do we know the remainder? So let me just show you the question again. Yeah, this one, the 12th one. Hamna, can you tell me what is the remainder? Let's see who answers it first. Yes, quickly. What is the remainder? It is hidden in the language of the question. Hamna, are you there? Mridula, would you like to try?
No, ma'am, I don't know.
Okay. What do you mean by if x plus
Ma'am,
1 is... Yes, Hamna.
ma'am, the remainder is 0.
Yes. And Hamna, could you please explain why do you think the remainder is 0?
Ma'am, because the question in the question it's written x plus 1 is the factor of the polynomial. So it's the factor, that's why the remainder is 0.
That's right. Excellent. So, Mridula, did you understand why the remainder is 0?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So, remainder is 0. Remainder is 0. That means p of minus 1 is 0. And let me just put that over here. When we say that p of minus 1 is 0, that means 2 minus k is 0. So, what is the value of k from here? Come on. What is the value of k?
Ma'am, minus 2 by 1.
Okay. Hamna, what is the value of k?
Ma'am, 2.
Yeah, it's 2. Mridula, do you see why it's 2? Because see, you have 2 minus k is equal to 0. So I'm just going to send this minus k to the other side and it will become plus k. So 2 is equal to k, or basically that means k is equal to 2. Is that clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So let's just see what the options were. And there you go. So the answer is 2. Any doubts in today's class?
No, ma'am.
No doubt, ma'am.
Okay. Okay. All right. So thank you, class. See you next time on Saturday, I guess.
Thank you, ma'am. Good night.
Okay.
Good night,
Bye.
ma'am.
Good night. Good night. Bye.